Good morning, students. Today we are going to start microeconomics. Under microeconomics we have 4 units. I am going to start first unit, that is introduction. Before doing this chapter, I think it's very important to discuss some important terms which we will use in this chapter. Let's see. First is economy. We are studying economics. Everything we are studying about the economy. So first of all, it's very important to find what it means. So economy, it is a system that provides people with the means of work and earn a living in the process of production. We all are engaging some kind of activity to earn a livelihood. So system which provides that livelihood is known as economy. Next is economics. Economics is all about making the choices in the presence of scarcity. That is less availability than demand. Scarcity means less availability. Means we have less means, resources are less than the demand, than the desires. For example, I have 1000 rupees and so with this 1000 either I can purchase books or dress or sports kit, or I can use this 1000 for any other purpose. So I have so many desires. So it shows that there is a less availability of money. So economics is about making the choices. I need to make a choice. So I have to set the priority, what I want to purchase first. So it is making the choices in the presence of scarcity. So in this example, money is a limited resource. There is a scarcity of the money and we have alternative uses of money. I can use it for the different purposes and a person has unlimited wants. So we need to make one choice. That choice, that the process of making choices, the study of all about is known as economics. Next is commodities. It is used for the goods and services which we exchange for money in the market. Okay. Next is resources. So all the goods and services which are used to carry out production of other goods or services or used to satisfy our needs are called resources. For example, money, men, material, all these resources are used for the production. So all these are known as resources. Okay. Next is economic problem. Economic problem means problem of choice which arise due to 3 reasons. Unlimited wants, because people have unlimited wants. Second, limited resources. We have a scarcity of resources, as I have earlier discussed that there is less availability of the resources. Third, resources have alternative uses. So these resources have alternative uses. We can purchase books, dress, sports kit and many more things with 1000 rupees. So in this example, money has alternative uses. Clear? So the problem arises because the resources have alternative uses. If resources does not have alternative uses, then this economic problem will not arise. So it arises due to these 3 reasons. So this is very important question in 3 marks. What do you mean by economic problem? Why economic problem arises? Okay. So then in that case you need to explain these 3 points. Next is subject matter of economics. The whole economics is divided into 2 branches, micro and macroeconomics. So let's see. First is microeconomics. Micro means a study of individual behavior. When we are studying the behavior of individual, for example, a person, a customer, a firm, individual income, etc. So we are discussing the problems and behavior of an individual in microeconomics. And macroeconomics, it refers to the study of economy as a whole. When we are talking about the economy as a whole, the problems of the economy, that is known as the macroeconomics. For example, aggregate demand of the economy, whole economy. Aggregate supply, total supply of the economy. National income, the total income of our nation. So all these are the examples of macroeconomics. Now how will you learn? Study of individual and study of economy, which is known as micro, which is known as macro. So here we have a very small trick to learn. I means, in micro we have I means individual, okay, and in macro A means all. Clear? So it is a study of all, means whole economy, and I means it is a study of individual. Clear? I hope all these important terms are clear to you. Please note down. Next is difference between micro and macroeconomics. We can differentiate these two on these bases. Let's see. First is meaning. So we know that micro is a study of individual behavior and macro is a study of economy as a whole. So first basis is meaning. Second example, you can write example like a study of a firm, consumer, study of individual income, etc. And macro deals with the study of aggregate demand, aggregate supply, national income, etc. Third is aim and objective. Microeconomics is used to determine the price of a commodity, and macroeconomics is used to determine income and employment level. Next, deals with problem. It deals with the problem of choice and scarcity at an individual level, and it deals with the problem of choice at a level of economy as a whole. So in this we will discuss the problem which is related with the economy as a whole. Next is analysis. Under this, it is concerned with the determination of consumer equilibrium, producer equilibrium, etc. We will do all these chapters under this. And macroeconomics, it deals with the determination of equilibrium level of income, output and employment. You will do this chapter in +2 when we will do macroeconomics. Clear? Next is other name. Microeconomic is also known as a price theory, because under this we are determining the price of the commodity. And macroeconomics, it is also known as the income and employment theory, as we are determining income and employment level under macro. Clear? So difference we have done. I hope it is clear to you. Thank you.